The Carisma GT16 Baja Bug is a classic piece of design. The two-part chassis is in fiberglass with a narrow top deck running above the longitudinal drive shaft. Though it's not an unusual design, what is unusual is the way Carisma have kept the weight down, giving us a car which not only offers good performance from a stock silver can brushed motor, but which handles very well indeed. Once you've run out of grip, it slides in a wonderfully neutral and consistent manner, flattering the driver with its ease of control. Everything about the way the car's built is suggestive of quality. For example, I love the way that the light but vulnerable fiberglass chassis is protected from side impacts by these tough plastic Nerf rails. There's no slipper clutch supplied, and all the components are very, very light, which suggests to me that fitting a brushless motor wouldn't be a good move, but really this thing's so lightweight that it goes perfectly well with a stock motor. If we compare the Carisma to the Traxxas Slash 1/16, for example, the Slash is far, far heavier, which means it needs a brushless motor to offer similar performance, which means it costs more. The added weight also means that although in fact the Slash does have slightly better performance than the Carisma in terms of both acceleration and top speed, you can't take the Slash anywhere near its top speed off-road because it'll just be going along and then it'll jump 4 feet into the air and smash itself to bits in a long, long tumble. Basically, the Slash doesn't handle as consistently or as predictably as the Carisma, despite the fact that it costs far, far more. The Carisma is a lot more pleasant to drive. With its high centre of gravity necessitated by the integral battery compartments in the chassis and its soft F1 style suspension, it's no surprise perhaps that the Slash suffers much more extreme body roll than the Carisma and doesn't handle quite as sweetly. What is surprising to me is that you can spend so much more on one car than on another and yet find the cheaper one is superior in almost every measurable dynamic way. The only way in which I would say the Slash scores over the Carisma is in longevity. Driving the Slash is all too often an exercise in futility and frustration, unless the track surface absolutely suits it, in which case I must admit it is a pure unleavened experience of joy. The Carisma, however, if you carried it in the back of your car, you'd be far more likely to get it out and play with it while you're waiting for someone or in some odd situation like that. In terms of spontaneous use and not going specifically to a location, the Carisma is far, far more usable and more fun for much more of the time. This one's going to be key.